you ready for an afternoon glass of wine?
I absolutely am. Of course, any day.
Jacob Harkins here with VintageView for another episode of Wine and Design. We are in the home of Angela Otten, a designer, a kitchen and bath designer in the Denver metro area who owns Inspire Design. So thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, absolutely. It's because I brought wine.
Of course, yeah.
Well, so speaking of wine, because we like to essentially lubricate the conversation as best we can, I brought a bottle of fabulous bubbles. This is Gruet. It's a Brut champagne-style wine. It's made in New Mexico, which is why I like to bring it along. It's one of the best value bubbles in the business. So I think we should take a sip.
Let's do it.
And see how we feel. I really just love. Too many people think champagne is a special occasion.
Not for me.
No. This is regular everyday drinking, and this is less than $20 a bottle.
Oh.
Well, now let's talk about the real reason we're here.
Okay.
You are a fabulous kitchen and bath designer. You do great work in cabinetry and all that stuff. Will you give us a little bit of insight into the Inspire business that you and your husband recently started, correct?
Absolutely. I will. So we are design build, which is really nice. My husband is a great installer. He runs our installation crew, and I'm on the design side. So we've been doing this together since we met, which is really unique that a husband and wife can actually work together for that long.
I would think you probably have to drink a little bit to do that kind of family business.
Depends on the day, but we really enjoy it, and we love creating the spaces together, and it works out really well because we both have different skills, and they can come together and be work through the whole project.
Awesome. And I would imagine, so we're in this beautiful kitchen. I have to assume that you're the designer and your husband, did he do the build on this as well? Or?
Oh yeah, he did everything in this house.
So tell me one or two things that you love about this kitchen design.
Well, first of all, it's mine.
Yeah.
And second of all, when I do kitchens, I do a lot of space planning.
Yeah.
Number one, they have to be functional, and number two, they have to be beautiful.
Okay.
So one of the elements that I love about our kitchen is that we have a cleanup station, which you can kind of see behind us.
Okay.
And then in the cooking station, there's different zones. There's a prepping zone, there's a cooking zone, there's a cleaning zone, and then there's an entertaining zone. So functionally, when we throw big parties, it works flawlessly.
That's awesome. And a question I didn't prep you on, what's your favorite thing to cook in this kitchen?
I don't cook.
Oh, who does? Anyone?
My husband.
Your husband.
I'm the sous chef.
What is your favorite thing your husband cooks for you?
Last Saturday, we had a lot of people over from the building, and he made lamb shank ossobuco, mushroom risotto, and I made the citrus creme brulee.
I didn't get an invite to this. We're gonna have to work on that.
He's an excellent cook.
Sounds delicious. Now, this is a beautiful kitchen. Obviously, this is if someone were doing this at home, it'd be a really substantial remodel to get to this type of thing, depending where they're starting from.
Yeah.
Is there one or two really easy DIY fixes someone could do to most kitchens to kind of at least get a step of the way toward this thing?
Absolutely. One of the main things is hardware, getting some really pretty hardware. I think that hardware is the jewelry of the cabinets.
Gotcha.
So that really helps.
Yeah.
And a lot of kitchens...
It's inexpensive, right? I mean, for the most...
yeah, depending on what you choose, but yes.
Not the range of, your stove range are expensive.
It's very inexpensive when it comes down to that, and typically pretty easy to do yourself.
Yeah.
Another easy fix is a lot of standard kitchens don't have good crown.
Yeah.
And so adding some trim pieces onto the cabinets can really make it go from just doors on a wall to being really, really built in.
Now, those are smart upgrades. I'll have to consider those. I have nothing in my kitchen. I don't even have backsplash yet.
Oh, well, there's the third thing.
I just stumbled right into it. Yes,
absolutely.
I know what I need to do next. So this is would be technically considered the Inspire home office today. One of the really cool pieces of news in your company is where your office is going to be tomorrow. So this fall. Tell me, you guys are moving into the IDC, a really cool design center in downtown Denver.
Correct.
Tell me why you're so excited about that space.
It's going to be wonderful. So it's a new design center for Denver, and this design center is more focused on building materials than soft surfaces. So we have about 12 tenants in the building. The building's 60,000 square feet.
Wow.
It is huge. However, the different companies that are in there, we don't have walls, we don't have doors. You can kind of meander from one type of building material to the other. And so it's very unassuming and really easy to walk around in. And we have just about every single item that you need to build a house.
That's awesome. And they're going to be having a great little wine display in your showroom, which is beautiful. We'll link up some information on how to learn more about this. But that leads me to, you are a kitchen and bath designer. You work in cabinetry, gorgeous stuff. But tell me a little bit about this Cherry Creek project that you just showed me photos of as part of another service that you offer.
Right.
And yeah.
So we do anything with cabinetry, and we do, primarily kitchens, but when it starts to spread through the rest of the house, we don't just do kitchens. We do closets, we do studies, we do laundry rooms and bathrooms and all that kind of stuff too. We also do wine cellars, and we just created a beautiful one for a home in Cherry Creek. It has curved walls and beautiful tile and some of the VintageView wine pegs in it.
And what I really liked about these photos is we are. We have our own motivation to always sell more wine racks, of course. This particular cellar does not have a lot of VintageView wine racking in it. It has just a nice element touching that metal into the beautiful wood. And so it has this really traditional look with just a nice little splash. And to me, even though it's not a whole VintageView cellar, it's gorgeous door.
Yeah.
Like I would go and put my wine collection.
Well, of course. I would too, if I could do that.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do this. We are going to do this again in September-ish. Fingers crossed. I know that at the new place when you guys open up the IDC. I'm really thrilled that you're going to be doing that and going to be working with us on that.
Absolutely. We're very excited.
So, a cheers.
Cheers.
To great kitchen design and wine cellars.
And wine cellars.
And wine.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Wine and Design. We will see you next time.